Did you know that 80 to 90% of adults consume caffeine daily? It's the most consumed psychoactive drug worldwide. I'm Edgar, I lost 100 pounds under a year, and now my goal is to spread knowledge about the health to others and help them in their journeys. I'm sure you already heard the phrase, I can't function without my morning coffee. And maybe it's you. It seems crazy to me, honestly, because it would be anything else. You'd call them addicted and you'd say it's not normal, but yet with coffee, it's completely normal. Now, I'll tell you the 3 main benefits of coffee and then 2 reasons why maybe drinking coffee might be bad for you. And finally, I'll give you the best piece of advice so you can drink coffee and not get impacted in your life. So, first of all, it reduces fatigue. In fact, not really. Fatigue is a state of your body, okay? And then when your body is tired, a signal is sent to your brain so you feel tired. And caffeine blocks this signal. So your body is still tired, like you're still worn out, but you don't feel like you're worn out. So what it does really is that it makes you feel more aware, but it's a fake energy, you know? Like that's why you crash also when you drink caffeine, because after its effect stops and suddenly you feel a lot of fatigue because your body is very tired and you weren't feeling it before. The second benefit is it could reduce the risk of Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. That is more of an hypothesis for now. Some study shows that it reduces the risk, some other shows that there is no impact, but it could be a real benefit and it makes sense because it makes your brain more active. Third benefit, and really for me the only reason that you should take caffeine and maybe you need caffeine, is that it improves performance. Like we know that physically for athletes, it improves anywhere from 2 to 5% of their results. So let's say you run 100 meters at a certain speed, with caffeine in your blood, you should run 2 to 5% faster. So that's really good. And also for the brain side, your memory is better and your focus is better also at the right dosage. If you take too high doses, your focus gets fucked, but at the right doses, it's fine. Now for the cons. First one is that at high doses, it could make you jittery or anxious or things like that, because it raises up the heart rate so much that after you feel anxious or you feel sad or you feel like you're trembling or things like that. But that's only at quite high doses. So you can clearly avoid that if you don't drink too much. The second one is more tricky because it's sleep. Caffeine wrecks your sleep, even if you don't realize it. So that's really the thing with it, is that some people are like, yeah, but I can drink a coffee at like 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. and I go to sleep just fine. Yes, but the thing is, caffeine doesn't block you from going to sleep, at least for some people. Some other it does, but it doesn't necessarily block you from going to sleep. It's just that it wrecks your deep sleep and your sleep quality. So if you drink caffeine not far enough from bedtime, you will have your sleep quality destroyed. Like you'll sleep, but you'll sleep way worse than if you didn't took any caffeine, okay? Now, for my single piece of advice for caffeine, and really the best thing you can do if you want to consume caffeine, it's timing, okay? Caffeine takes a very, very long time to get processed by your body. At the latest, you should consume it at noon, okay? So with your second meal, you consume caffeine and after you stop, because it can stay in your body up to 10 hours, okay? So 10 hours or more. So if you drink caffeine at like 2 p.m., it can still be in your blood at midnight. So really, drink caffeine in the morning and until noon or I don't know, 1 p.m. and then stop, okay? And one of the things is don't drink caffeine straight away when you wake up, because it's useless. You need to build up some fatigue in order for caffeine to work. And when you drink caffeine straight when you wake up, it's useless. Like it doesn't serve any purpose. You think you get more awake, but it's just that your body is getting more awake naturally. So caffeine straight when you wake up is useless. It starts being useful like 1 hour after you woke up. So that was it for today. I hope you learned something and that these advice were valuable to you. Go check the link in the description. It's my newsletter. I post 2 times a week. It's about health and vitality. It's really my best work. And here you can check one of my last video. Subscribe if you like it, and we'll see each other next time. Stay healthy.